You are looking at some delicious apple cinnamon raisin cinnamon buns here we find at Muirs Bakery. Now, we need to ice in some of these.
Yes.
Right? So what's the first step in the process? You don't do it, I guess, the conventional way with a knife.
Well, if you would be at home, probably you would do it at night. But we do it so fast and we have so many of them at one time that it's a lot easier to do it by your hand. The old-fashioned way.
Right.
Of course, now we wear gloves, but my grandfather wouldn't have worn gloves.
Really? Back in the day?
Oh, back in the day.
So this is the icing. What kind of icing is this?
This is just a straight maple kind of flavored icing that they make up in the back. We just use the containers.
It smells delicious.
It's cold right now, so it's a little bit harder to work with.
Okay.
But you just
kind of
cup it in your hand like this.
Okay.
And then you just apply it.
Kind of goopy like that?
Yeah.
It is very cold too.
Yeah,
now, Cheryl, your family, you're the third generation of this bakery.
I am the third. My kids are the fourth.
Your kids are the fourth, and this has been a family bakery since 1929. Tell us a little bit about the history of how you guys got started.
Well, my grandfather came over to Canada, my grandparents, and decided that he had only one leg, he had lost it, and so what was he going to do to work? And he worked for several different other bakeries. They worked at the City Bakery in Glasgow, my grandparents, together. And then they decided he worked for people around Montreal, and then he decided to open up his own place.
And he opened it up in Montreal in 1929. When did you guys move here to Glengarry?
In 1997. My brothers worked the bakery and decided that he wanted to change his career. So being in the bakery for such a long time, since you're tall enough to do anything,
right?
You end up working.
Wow,
here.
you're much faster than I am. I'm only on my first, and you're already on your third.
Practice.
I guess.
They tell me that all the time.
And so now your son's helping out, and he eventually will take over. Is that the plan?
Well, it's debatable. I don't know. I have both my children, my daughter and my son. My daughter-in-law, she kind of comes in to give us
help out a little bit.
Well, just support, maybe answer phone calls, kind of thing,
Taste tester.
Taste tester, yeah. Well, that's a big thing. She's enjoying that part.
I bet. Who wouldn't? And why did you guys choose Maxville as your location?
Well, my father's philosophy was Maxville. It's a very high concentration of Scottish people, Scottish descent. Also, we're the proximity between here and Montreal.
Right.
And a lot of people that left Montreal has moved on to this side of the border in Ontario up to Ottawa and that. So therefore, we wouldn't have to worry about opening dead cold, that we at least have our name would come with us.
That's right.
And the people would follow.
Fantastic. And they have. You still have customers from Montreal, Ottawa. Where else do you reach?
Kingston, Brockville, Upper New York State, they come. They call me once a year, a couple of times. I have people from Yukon, Nunavut, calling me to send stuff to them.
And we're going to take a look at all your delicious goodies, because you guys do have a traditional Scottish flair, but you kind of have a little bit of something for everyone.
Yeah, just have to take these off.
Yeah, we don't want to take these goodies. So what are some of the items we're looking at here?
Okay, so we have...
quickly.
Yeah, raisin squares, which is a very thing that is Scottish kind of thing. We have meat pies, brieties, sausage rolls.
And
that's the main staple.
Cooking some of those up. We'll be doing meat pies.
No, just sausage rolls.
Sausage rolls, pardon me, and Empire cookies.
And Empire biscuits, which are the desserts. They also call them princess biscuits in England, depending on where you're from.
Cool. We'll learn more about all these traditional Scottish items coming up. We're also going to be in the kitchen making some sausage rolls and some Empire cookies when we come back. So stay with us. We have lots more to come here on CTV Morning Live.